lot of love to give. But y'all don't hear me. But y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. I got a whole lot of love that I want to give. But y'all don't hear me. Welcome to the huddle. We all we got. We all we need. Each one reach one. Each one teach one. If you are that one, you already know you are enough. You are enough to fight the good fight. When everything going wrong, you're enough by yourself to get it all right. I want to start off by giving a shout out to my executive producer, who just also happens to be my wardrobe coordinator. I say, baby, what I'm wearing today. She said, it's going to be a classic night. She said, I'm just going to simply give you some black and some white. I want you to break it down plain and simple. Not too complex. Just classic, black and white. This one's for you, baby. Let's go. I want to give a shout out to my homegirl, the greatest co-host in the whole world. I'm talking about the meta world and the real world. I ain't talking make-believe. We all we got, we all we need. Alexa, tell me something good.
We all we got. We all we need.
See what I'm saying? Alexa, one time.
Good God Almighty, Trab P, you blanking.
I got a whole lot of love that I want to give, but y'all don't hear me. Alexa, what is the most powerful music in the world?
Hood Soul by Trab P.
Alexa, who is the master?
The Honorable Trab P.
Welcome to my dojo. Alexa, I love you.
That's so nice of you to say.
And you already know how the new season go. When she say that, that means she want to do her thing. So I say, Alexa, sing me a song.
Shirley Chisholm was elected to the U.S. Congress, first African-American woman to have done this, sat 7 terms in the House of Representatives. In '72, she ran to be the president. After leaving Congress, went back to education, continuing her service to our fortunate nation. Unbought and unbossed was her famous declaration. Let's thank Shirley Chisholm for all the inspiration.
And I'm her background dancer. See how she want to do her thing? Huh? It's me and my co-host. Huh? You see how we roll? You see how we roll? She just told you what the most powerful music in the world was. Shema, come on, man. Alexa, one time.
Good God Almighty, Trab P, you blanking.
See what I'm saying? We like to start off every week with a hero hymn. The hero hymn is the mighty hymn within me, the mighty hero spirit. See, we know spirit means wind, air, breath, breathe. The breathe is the air. When we inhale the air, we take in the mighty wind. It travels through our respiratory system. Then we exhale the air, the wind, the spirit. As I inhale the air through my respiratory system and it travels past my vocal cords, it causes a vibration that we know as sound. When you feel that sound, just as much as you hear that sound, that is when we connect in the hero spirit Tonight's hero hymn says, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. I've been raised my whole life to fight the fight. Everything my parents, everything that any elder have ever cared enough to tell me was to prepare me for the fight. I'm undefeated. We only get one loss in this here fight. If you're listening to me right now or on the replay, whenever, if you hear me say, we undefeated, because we don't get but one loss. And if we in the moment, we still in the game, fighting a good fight. So any opposition that forms against me, I understood what they was preparing me for. This is what's necessary to make it real, to make it work. I am the positive. To make it work, I must connect. I must attract the negative. I've been training for this my whole life. Every situation, after every situation, we're undefeated. So I say, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. It can't work. Because I ain't going to lose. If you feel it more than you hear it, use it. Don't lose it. Tonight's word is a very complex word, but we use it in a simple manner. System. Some people say we can't get ahead because it's the system. Man, we got to change the system. I'm not on that operating system. I'm on this operating system. I'm Team Android. What systems? Oh, man. Do you even know what a system is? Alexa, what is the meaning of system? I'm going to teach tonight.
A system is a complex unit made up of various interconnected parts or elements. It can also be defined as a set of components that interact with one another to generate an output signal based on an input signal.
One more time to massage this in your mind. Alexa, what is the meaning of system?
A system is an assembly or combination of components that function together to create a unified whole. It can also refer to a set of rules or procedures that govern a particular activity. In mathematics, system is also used to describe a collection of objects that satisfy certain properties. The term system is versatile and can be used to describe a wide range of concepts.
Alexa, How many systems are within the human body?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, there are 11 systems in the human body.
11 systems in the human body. These are components that work together, that make a thing function as a whole. There's a school system we know. We put our children into the public school system. This system is a lot of components that's working together as one in the function to cultivate our children. How well do you understand the education system? Alexa, what are the 11 systems in the human body?
The 11 systems of the human body are the respiratory system,
That's
the
the
circulatory
spirit.
system, the skeletal system, the muscular system, the digestive system, the endocrine system, the nervous system, the reproductive system, the integumentary system, the skeletal system, the muscular system, the digestive system, the endocrine system, the nervous system, and the reproductive system.
All of these systems is what make you function as one whole. If your respiratory system has a malfunction, oh, you cannot breathe properly. And if you can't breathe properly, then you are limited to the air, the spirit that's within you. And without the spirit, oh, you will surely perish and die. How strong is your respiratory system? You go to the doctor and he put the stethoscope on your back and he tell you to take a deep breath. Exhale. And he tests the strength of your respiratory system. He tap you on your knee to see if your reflexes reflect. He say, oh, let me test your nervous system. This is something you already know. We ain't getting deep. It just seems complex. Because you function every day, whether you know it or not. Oh, man, by the working of all of these systems together. See, the most powerful knowledge is knowledge of self. When you begin to identify the systems that make you, oh, look at how you can pay attention to your own health in a meticulously type of way to truly understand your position. Talking 33 degrees of heroism tonight, y'all. But we just talking about the system. So what brought me to this word? Sitting at the edge of my driveway. It's in a space of understanding my position to really know how it works. Check engine light came on in my wife's car. Just like everybody, I ain't above the bullshit. I say, damn. Man, check the code. Oh, man, I got to take this to the dealership. Ain't nobody above the bullshit. I say, man. So I check my position, prepare myself for the worst, say, let's go. And within that, man, I had a moment of reflection, of realness with myself. I say, Trav, for real, though, you better be glad it's the car and it ain't you. And you in position to handle it. And I had a moment of appreciation, man, and began to realize, man, the systems that make it work for me. So I'm sitting at the edge of my driveway. And I'm beginning to analyze all the components of me that work together as one to create a whole. What is my system? So I thought to myself, I say, well, my most prized physical material asset is my yard and my house. I said, within my yard and my house, this is my inhabitant. This represents the whole of how it functions. A house is not a home until there's love and care. So this house is my home, and within this house, of which is being my home, there's system within systems. So I got to thinking about all of these systems. I said, dang, Trav, you got your water system. That's a part of y'all survival. When I came and moved in here, the idea of staying in a house that was built in 1953, we talking about 71-year-old house. The idea of 71-year-old pipes under there that my water coming out of. I say, I changed all my pipes to assure that I was on top of the system that was feeding my family water. I say, but I ain't truly in control of that system, because my bathroom drain been kicking my ass, and I need to tear all of this old drain pipe out and put new so I could truly understand my position within my own system. And I ain't saying this to sound deep. I'm just talking as a homeowner. See how that work? I'm talking as someone who's inhabiting a land with a home and the sole responsibility of this thing functioning as a whole with every component to create a system of living and cultivating and loving and protecting and all the things that a family is in real life. All of these components come together. See, I got to operate and understand them, how they work. So I ain't really talking deep. I'm just talking as a homeowner, a parent, a husband. See how that work? See how that work? So this is what brought me to understanding systems. Do you know how the system works? What is the system? We all talk politics and we talk about government. And we get wrapped up in rhetoric and rhetorical conversations about government, but they are governing a specific type of laws, rules, and ideas, ways of the land. They are governing a system that is designed in a particular way with particular components to maintain and contain society. Do you understand this system and your position in it? Because if you don't understand this position and this how this system works, like I say, it's getting worked on you. It's getting worked on you. And to truly understand this system, to truly understand you, I got diabetes. Ain't nobody aboard the bullshit. How can I hide that? When I say I'm standing on the square, I'm talking about mind, body, soul, spirit. You can't see what's in my mind. You can feel my spirit. You can feel me when I'm talking to you. You can kind of get an idea of what my soul is. But the one thing that you see when you see me, you see my body. I can't hide that from nobody. My body is a reflection of my relationship with the earth and what I feed myself. And how I condition my system. So I can't hide that. But if that's what I got to deal with, I got to understand what that is in my system that has a malfunction. Because when I understand that, I reaffirm myself in my position and I fight my fight. Alexa, what is the meaning of system?
A system is an assembled collection of components that function together to create a unified whole. It can also refer to a set of rules or procedures that govern a particular aspect of life. In physics, a system is a portion of the universe chosen for study. The word system can also refer to a repertoire of techniques or a plan or theory that is formulated and followed.
I had a conversation with my brother and them today. I was looking at the fact that in the past 2 years of the NFL draft, 0 players were drafted from an HBCU. Fact. There will be 1,996 players. That's 32 teams with 53 players on an official roster. 1,996. Out of those 1,996, which was last year, 20 players had HBCU roots. Fuck how you feel. That's just what it is. So I'm telling these men, I say, listen. I say, you got to take good or bad or right or wrong out of that. This is something how the system works. NFL is a part of a system. It's separate components that's working together to produce a whole. The system says they don't value HBCU programs. They only pick from PW1 the top 5 white schools in the system. The big boys. So I'm telling them, I say, understanding this, how the system works. I'm standing in a 6th grade class and I tell everybody to stand up. Tell me your name and tell me what you want to be when you grow up. 5 out of 20 say, I want to be a professional football player. I want to make it to the NFL. I want to be a professional basketball player. I want to make it to the NBA. Making it to the NBA has been televised in our mind for us to vision. So that's why they used to call this the television system, the television program. Making it to the NBA or the NFL is visualized in every child's mind to walk across that stage and put that hat on their head and say, Mama, I made it. So if the system is programming that in our children's mind of what to vision, and we allow them to vision that in the 6th grade to say, I want to be in the NFL. In a system that's designed a particular way. I say this to say, and it's turned into a heated conversation. You tell that young black man, there's requirements to the big schools, academic requirements. And that got to be your aim if you talking NFL. Because in real life, son, in this here system, there's a lot of culture and heritage that makes you want to be a part of something. And I'm not saying being a part of that something is wrong. But if we talking NFL, son, the chances and statistics of you being in position in this here system to be the chosen one. You got to be the athlete and the student that can walk up on the big stage with your head held high and your light shining bright. And that's just how it is. It's just how it is. And if we take NFL off the table and he say he want to be a lawyer and he just happened to play football, then we can talk heritage. We can talk where you want to be at culturally. We can talk whatever. Almost to say if A&T is something you feel that you're going to further your education to be in your profession and that's where your soul is reside, then more power to you, young man. But if we talk in NFL, let's understand how this system works. There's only 20 of 2,000 for a reason. And I'm not saying you can't be one of the 20. But just understand, man, there's a whole lot more opportunity. And being 19, goddamn 80. You see how that work? So when we argue, man, from our position, and we don't understand the system, it don't work as a whole. It don't work together. It's finna be summertime. It's finna be real hot. To survive in the summer, there's a system called HVAC. We call it air conditioning. There's a system of components that come together to condition the air in your home the way you don't overheat. When this system has a malfunction, my air ain't working. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's 90 degrees outside, and my mama old, and my baby young, and I need somebody to come help me fix my air conditioning unit so I don't overheat. You call an HVAC technician, someone who has a profession in this here type of system. He come with his meter and he tests all the components of this here system to realize that the capacitor is broken. The capacitor is shorted out. So he changes that component within this system that has exhaust, fan, motor, freon, electrical. All of these components come together to condition your air on a hot day. But if you don't understand how the system works, if you don't understand how the system works, there's a system of conditioning the air in your car. There's people and children that has died in the balling hot summer, trapped in a car because the air condition was not running to condition the air. So you got to take your car if it don't work. Somebody who specify in their system. See, hero training is a part of the system. Alexa, what is the meaning of ecosystem?
An ecosystem is a community of living organisms and their non-living environment, interacting as a system. It includes plants, animals, and microbes, as well as the non-living elements of the environment, such as soil, water, and air. The ecosystem is defined by its geographic area and the resources available within that area, including sunlight, water, and soil nutrients. The ecosystem is characterized by the flow of energy and matter, with plants and animals interacting with one another and their environment to obtain necessary resources and sustain their populations.
So the ecosystem, understand me clear, the ecosystem is God's system. The ecosystem is all the components that work together to make it one. That is God's system. When you understand God's system, when you understand how the ecosystem works, you begin to understand that, wow, this is a reflection of me. I'm it and it is me. Look at how God's systems work. Like I told you, as a homeowner, as a husband, as a father, I ain't talking about nothing deep. I took a bite out of God's system. And I live here with my family. I got an agricultural system. Man, I have to put so much energy into my yard to keep my yard cut, to clean the seasons out. This is a system that requires so many different components. My health and strength, my equipment. But the system is important. Because if I don't operate my agriculture system and my look of God's system, see, God will surely take it back. God will surely erase the lines and the barriers between me and it. That's why they say you always go back to it. See, nature will surely take over my house. If I don't cut the grass, blow the death season away. The ecosystem, the part of nature, will surely take it back. The lines will become blurred. Rodents will not know the difference. Bugs, spiders, ants, snakes, they will not know the difference. They will take it back. Trees, grass. That sound deep, don't it? You ever notice in Mother Nature, in the ecosystem, when something dies, it feeds another thing. There's another thing that's dependent upon the death of one thing. Look up the purpose of a deer. The sole purpose of a deer is simply to be ate upon being the survival of another animal. Alexa, what is the purpose of a deer?
A deal is a negotiated agreement between two parties, typically with the aim of benefiting both sides. Deals can take many forms, such as contracts, agreements, or transactions, and they can involve anything from business partnerships to sales and exchanges of goods or services. The purpose of a deal is to create value.
What is the meaning? No, Alexa.
I missed something.
Hold on,
Can you say it again?
Alexa, what is the purpose of a deer?
The purpose of a deer is to contribute to the ecosystem by controlling plant growth and facilitating natural vegetation management. Deer play a vital role in maintaining the balance of nature by consuming plants and releasing nutrients back into the soil. They are also vital to the survival of many other species, as they are preyed upon by predators and are an important source of food for humans and other animals. In addition to their ecological importance, deer are also beloved by many people for their gracefulness, beauty, and symbolism in various cultures and religions.
So the sole purpose of a deer is to keep the grass cut and then get their ass ate by somebody who need to survive. Ecosystem don't give a damn about how you feel. That's just the deal, Jack. See how that work? So do you know your position in the hill system? And I'm going to say this as one of the most pro-blackest men and standing in black power and honor that you will ever meet. This is something that I was able and fortunate to learn as a young man. This system is working perfectly goddamn fine. And when we stop expecting it to change and start understanding our position in it, to work it so it don't always get worked on us, boy, we some bad people. I learned that personally. When I understood the difference between respect and love. Imagine you going into a hug for somebody and they say, man, get the hell up off me. And you interpret that, and man, he don't love me. And all he's saying is, hey man, I don't hug no goddamn body, but I'll shake your hand. How you doing? See how that work? So stop expecting the system to love us. It ain't designed for that. We're talking black and white. There are certain things that's been innately and cultivated in us through our culture. Just like in their culture. It's an ecosystem work. It's an ecosystem. See, I learned that the white man got a culture, and it's rightful to him. He had to find a way to defend his culture. So he had to create something within the system that could defend his culture. And he created a system on a black man's mind. And this system worked with a lot of different components. But the sole purpose of being one to say we got to protect our culture and our heritage. So they simply saying, how can I draw the line between him and my daughter? Because he know in the real world, come on, man. He know in the real world, they see us and know it's something powerful about that black man. He know it, everybody know it. But we got to come up with a system for him not to know it. And if he don't know it, and our children, we train our children. I'm talking as the white man who protecting his culture. And we train our children to never outright see it. And that'll be the psychological barrier within the system. Certain components of that. One of the biggest components of that is religion. It's a component on the system that's working on your mind. But if you don't understand how these components are working together, only in a way for him to assure that his white heritage would grow and grow and grow. Because the second the line get blurred and that black gun shoots off in that white man, daughter, the ecosystem finna work, y'all. Everything come back black. See how that work? So he had to come up with a system, man, to protect his heritage. And when I truly understood that in his position, not mine, I say, oh, look at here. This is what this system is all about. Yeah. I love y'all, man. Y'all hold me down. I have grown into a better me. I'm growing, baby. I'm better than who I used to be. Want to give a shout out to my big brother Wood. Want to give a shout out to my big brother Junebug. Want to give a shout out to my brother Munt and the whole trucking crew. Dexter, L.A., Lil John, AJ, Scotty, man. I love y'all, man. I enjoyed it all day today, man. Just hollering out the top of my goddamn lung while I'm driving, talking real shit with real men. Oh, that's one of the best playgrounds I can be in, man. I want to give a shout out to my big brother Crump, man. Me and my big brother Crump meet for breakfast for the meeting of the minds, man, and talk about drawing up the greatest plays that's being run and going back over the film of the plays that we ran to truly understand what we got, man. It's finna be powerful in the ecosystem. You hear what I'm telling you, man? Appreciate that, brother. Love, brother. Love that, brother. I want to give a shout out to my wife. When I say no weapon formed against me shall prosper, man. Not only is she my wife, man, she my protector, man. And as bad as I can say I am, and as fearless as I can roar, man, some of the goddamn depths of that roar coming from knowing I got a woman behind me, man. I'm talking real life, literally and physically, and goddamn figuratively. She'll go to a motherfucker ass, man. You know what I mean, man? Hey, look, I'm talking about in real life. So when I say that, man, that's honor to my baby, man. I mean that from my soul, baby. I want to give a shout out to my son, King. We played 21 yesterday. I'm gonna tell you, man, as a father of a teenage son in this here day and time, we desire so much to be better than our generation of fathers. So I'm always trying to give something that I yearn for. And one of the most hurting feelings is when you're trying to give something that you yearn for in a way to say I'm being better, and it don't seem to be appreciated or wanted. Boy, that hurts sometimes. So I come home the other day and he out there dribbling the ball. And I say, look at my boy showing me some love. So he say, let's play 21. And I say, boy, it's a new season. You've been in weight training. Show me where you at. And we played for real. And like I say, he gave me some love. He gave me some love when I came home and he was dribbling that ball. And I want to shout out my boy for that. Real talk, man. Sometimes you got to know your own position and when it's working. I'm mad cause he won't get up and play with me. But he gave me the love back to say, nah, you play with me. I want to give a shout out to my daughter, Journey. I had a real ego check with my daughter. And I'm talking about me. I watched her get ready for school. She dealing with certain things as a 13-year-old. She in there in the mirror. I talk about mirror work. I walk by the bathroom and I see her in there fixing her edges. But she doing mirror work like I done taught her and told her her whole life. And she in there in the mirror and she popping and she feeling herself. And I'm like, look at my baby in the mirror. But then she telling her mama about these situations and I'm having to get on her ass about certain things. And I'm like, look at my baby in there truly got darn popping and believing in herself and knowing she beautiful. And it's almost like I started wanting to have a hating type feeling because, oh, I want you to be that right now, baby, because that's going to bring a lot of attention and you got to fight and kick a lot of judo when your light shining like that. So I almost had a moment to say, God, I just wish she was a little plain Jane, still want to be a little girl. But I done raised her to stand in that mirror and connect with it. And she in there got done. And when she get out that truck, my baby is the main character in her movie. But as a father, I'm looking at my baby go, and I say, God, I'm a man. God Almighty, they go, God, look, God Almighty, my baby got to kick her judo behind this shit. And I'm hearing her mama train her. Well, you can't worry about what people say. People gonna say everything about you. I'm hearing my baby in there 13 crying and asking her mama, Mama, how do I beat these weapons being formed against me? Mama, how do I fight this fight, Mama? Daddy, they trying to throw a book bag at me, Daddy. And Daddy, I ain't want to get in trouble, Daddy. Well, Daddy, well, how I fight all these weapons being formed against me? So I want to give a shout out to my baby, man. She fighting that fight. And it's my fault. It's my fault, man. Got nobody, my fault. We had a conversation about idols. I know I got to go. Good God Almighty, this thing here flowing. Me and my baby had a conversation about idols. And I made her go ask Alexa, what is the meaning of idols? And it's when you idolize, when you see or make people martyrs in your mind, almost to be the ideal of perfection and supreme. Adrian Bitter, what's up, my brother? I love you, man. Thank you for paying me some attention. But we talk about idols and how we make them a supreme. And I heard on the radio they say Jay-Z and Beyonce is our modern day idols and royalty for our children. So we got grown women who say things like the Beehive. They idolize this woman. And I'm telling my daughter, I say what I'm really saying is there's people on earth right now, I'm talking about grown women that can't fathom the idea that when Beyonce wake up, her breath stank, and at the end of a long day, that thing got her twang. She said, what you mean by that, Daddy? I say people idolize her so much that they think she possibly can't be just like them. And they can't just be like her. She said, that's crazy. I mean, everybody ain't nothing but people. I say, well, if you got it, then, hey, look, my point is, I want you to understand, so don't you never idolize nobody. Your idol is in that mirror. You see how it works? But I love y'all, man. I ain't nothing but an old father. I ain't nothing but a husband. I ain't nothing but a son. I ain't nothing but a brother. I ain't nothing but an uncle. I ain't nothing but a friend. I ain't nothing but Trav P, man. And all I be doing is hero training and fighting a good fight. I love y'all, man. Mike Thomas, you already know what it is. Brother Junior, you already know what it is. I love y'all, man.